Hi, I'm Chris Freytag, a certified personal trainer and creator of Prevention's Kettlebell Workout. These cannonball-shaped weights with a handle on top can help firm you up faster than traditional strength training, and you'll have more fun doing it. In addition, you get a heart-pumping cardio workout in as little as 20 minutes, and you'll blast about 300 calories. So, let's get started. Every good workout begins with a warm-up. It's like the dress rehearsal to get your blood pumping, to get your muscles warmed up. Our workout will begin with the half squat. Feet are a little wider than hip width apart, and you're going to hold the kettlebell in close to your chest. Sit back into imaginary chair, just about halfway down, nice and easy, keeping your knees tracking over the tops of your shoelaces, and back up, and down, and up. And get a rhythm going. Inhale and exhale, chest and heart lifted. Head up, halfway down, halfway up, about 40 seconds. Next, let's move on to the halo. You're going to grab, again, the horns of the kettlebell and turn it upside down, bringing it in close to your chest. Feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Bend your knees just slightly to lower your center of gravity and keep your abdominals nice and tight. You're going to rotate from your torso, go in small circles, and then slowly lift that kettlebell up overhead if it feels okay. Hold those arms steady, do about 6 circles, small, one direction, and then rotate and go the other direction, about 6 circles, or 40 seconds total. Next, let's try around the world. So here's what you're going to do. Turn that kettlebell over, hold on to the handle of the kettlebell with one hand. Bend your knees, feet are about hip width apart, abs are nice and tight, stabilize yourself. And you're going to bring it around your body. Reach for it with the other hand and swing it around. Now get a little momentum going. So you're going to bring it around. Good. And give it a little toss. Make sure you're breathing. We're warming up. Go one direction, about 20 seconds, and then go the other direction. And we're ready to begin our workout. Our first exercise in the workout is called the swing. Now, it's a take off the old Russian swing, but we've modified it a little bit to be safe and effective for our bodies. Feet are a little wider than hip width apart, toes straight on. Grab the kettlebell by the handle up top, and you're going to sit back into that imaginary chair. Here's the most important thing. You're going to drive through your glutes and drive through your hips. Power in the pelvis. Don't use your low back, and don't use your shoulder to hoist the weight up. It's all through momentum. Down here between your legs, long spine, abs tight, swing it up. You're going to use momentum when you get it going, just to about eye level and back down. So here we go. Down, up. Get a rhythm going. And you're going to need to breathe. Oxygen is your friend. Heart rate will go up. And imagine where that power is coming from. Glutes and pelvis. Inhale, exhale. 2 hands for the first minute. And then we're going to alternate for the second minute, one hand at a time. As you get better at this exercise, you may choose to increase the size of the kettlebell. Notice the weight is coming up based on momentum, not just your shoulder. Power through the glutes and the pelvis. And if it's too much in the beginning, then try it without the kettlebell, just to get used to the swinging, squatting motion. Our next exercise is called pivot and point. Grab hold of the kettlebell and hook your thumbs underneath, facing in. Hands are in prayer position, and it just rests on your thumbs. Feet are about hip width apart. Slightly soften your knees. Take the center of gravity down and keep your abdominals tight. Raise that kettlebell up overhead. Abs are tight. Bring those elbows in close to your ears and keep those hands together. Pivot by lifting both your toes, turn to the side, and point the kettlebell. It'll rest on top of your wrists. Bring it about parallel to the floor. Pivot back, point the other direction. Pivot and point. Find a rhythm, breathe. The key is to keep going for 1 minute. To make it a little easier, you can pull the kettlebell in if your shoulders get tired. Pivot and point. Our next exercise is lunge and loop. So you're going to come into a lunge position, front leg in front, back leg, you're on your back toe. You want your front knee tracking over the top of your shoelaces. Take the kettlebell and hold on to the handle in the same hand with the front leg. You're going to come down low into a nice deep lunge and loop it underneath your legs. Try not to just come forward with your back, but lower your body down to catch that kettlebell underneath. Loop it around the top, get a little arm action going on here, and find a rhythm. Give it a little toss, just not on your hardwood floor. Breathe, lunge and loop. You're going to go 30 seconds one direction, reverse, 30 seconds the other direction. That's 1 minute, and then switch legs, 1 minute on the other leg. The next exercise is called the windmill. Grab hold of the kettlebell in one hand. Hold on to the handles. Feet are about 3 feet apart. And you're going to keep one foot facing front, pivot the other foot out to the side. Nice long spine, abs tight. Reach one arm overhead. Go ahead and tip it over, keeping your body against a sheet of glass. Try not to let your buns tip out the back. Keep it nice and steady. You're really gripping through your abdominals. You're going to feel it through your side body. Pull back up. Breathe each time. Inhale and exhale. Just grace near your shin. Come back up. Keeping this hand up here, good focus. Breathe. 1 minute on this side. Switch hands. 1 minute on the other side. The next exercise is called squat, catch, press. This is my favorite. Grab hold of the kettlebell at the handle, squat back. Feet are a little wider than hip width apart. Sit into that imaginary chair and keep your knees tracking over the tops of your toes or shoelaces and push your buns back. Keep your chest and heart lifted. Super important. Abs tight, chin up. Squat down, come up, catch at the bell, press overhead. Bring it down, squat, catch, press. Get your rhythm going. Breathe. Oxygen fuels the muscles. Squat, catch, press. Again, as you get stronger, you might want to reach for a heavier kettlebell with this exercise, your choice. 2 minutes. Now, repeat all 5 of these exercises one more time through to complete your 20-minute workout. And every workout should end with a good cool down. It's important to stretch. You want to return that heart rate back to a comfortable spot, and you also want to lengthen those muscles to prevent injury and to reduce soreness. So let's start with a shoulder stretch. Relax your shoulders and bring one arm across your chest. Go ahead and grab hold just below your elbow and pull it in and breathe into the stretch. Feel it through your shoulder. And you want to hold each stretch for about 20 seconds. So 20 seconds on this arm, 20 seconds on the other arm. And then let's move into the pigeon pose, a great overall stretch really to follow any workout. So you're going to come down to the floor on all fours. Go ahead and take one foot forward on an angle. Bring your ankle towards the palm of your opposite hand and press into your hips. Take your other foot and flip it over to face the floor, and then just slowly inch into your pelvis. You're opening up through your hip flexor, through your medial glutes. It's a great overall stretch for the lower half. Hands down here if you need a little extra balance. Lift your chest and heart and breathe. About 20 seconds on this side, and then switch to the other leg, 20 seconds of pigeon pose. And then let's do a stretch for our hamstrings. This stretch will get the back of your legs. So you're going to come down to the floor carefully, lay down, and bend one leg. Relax your head onto the ground carefully and pull your abs in tight. Lift one leg up, grab hold of the back of your thigh. This is your hamstring. Flex your toe to intensify the stretch. Straighten out and pull it in. So you're going to feel that stretch all the way up the back of the leg. If you shake a little bit, that's okay. Breathe. 20 seconds on this leg, 20 seconds on the other leg, and you are good to go.